diamond.
Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them fight at that hood time. Remember I used to grab on that, when it was about that, grab on that. Yeah, that little walk up tripping, she get that time. I don't waste time, I don't waste time. I don't have patience, baby. She gon' put it. Didn't go fast, she speed racing. We go wild walks up bedtime. She my boat. I let her be my suggestion. Pop quiz, it's a pop quiz. All my money coming clean, you can't pop this. She got that locked up like lock. Come to lights like a reindeer. Me and Poppy on the same. My diamonds could never stand still. Where you going?
Welcome to Dallas, Texas, and American Airlines Center. It's an NBA Wednesday night on ESPN and EA Sports as we get set for the first of two meetings this season between the Dallas Mavericks and the Chicago Bulls. All right, as this game gets underway, what's the key to success for Chicago here tonight?
What impresses me about this team and what you have to game plan for is Deron Williams. Deron Williams has every imaginable skill that a point guard needs to be one of the best at his position. Explosive in transition, runs the pick and roll, makes his teammates better, and can get his own shot off the dribble. This guy is the entire package.
Sweet adjustment, nice touch at the rim.
That's nice body control right there to adjust your body and still be able to finish the layup.
Williams against Rose. The Bulls coming off a excellent defensive win in their previous game against Toronto. Jeff, that defense was smothering.
You're always trying to sell your teams, Mike, on defense wins because it can be consistent. You can be consistent in your blocking shots, forcing turnovers, your talk, your health, getting back in transition, not giving up easy baskets, using your fouls wisely. They did all of that and got a big-time win.
Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score. For 4-2. You know, Jeff, so much made of DeAndre Jordan not going to the Dallas Mavericks. That's an impressive putback. What timing.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
That's a forced shot. Nice touch at the basket.
Great shooters never even notice the defenders. He thought he was out in the park shooting by himself.
To Matthews. He's averaging 16 points per game this season. On the follow, quick putback. Verts on the inside. He scored 18 points in their previous game against the Atlanta Hawks. Ooh, he gets him to commit. And Joakim Noah with his hand up, able to change the shot.
Tightly contested shot. That was going to be tough to make no matter who you are.
Into the paint. Spins for the open look. Puts it in. 2-point lead for the Bulls.
That's good defense, better offense. A nice contested 2-point shot.
Big acquisition in the offseason for the Mavericks. Deron Williams, at one time, maybe the best point guard in the NBA. Boy, do the Mavericks hope he can get back there, Jeff.
Back when he was with Utah, Mike, people were talking about he and Chris Paul, who was the better point guard. And there was a legit argument to be made for both players. He goes to Brooklyn, he has some injuries, and now he comes to Dallas. Back home, the Mavericks need him to be great.
Spinning to the basket. Nice finish around the rim.
When you go to the rim, you got to go hard and you got to go strong, finishing over the top of his defender.
Williams brings it across. Moving the ball around beautifully. Pass to the corner. To Noah. He's averaging 5 assists per game this season.
4-2. The assist from number 8, Darren Williams.
4 minutes gone by in the first. Chicago's down by 1. Kicks it out to the corner. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. To the rim. Rose the rebound. Rose into the front court. Terrific ball movement. To the rim. No doubt about it. Whistle blows a foul called against the Mavericks. Their first team foul. And he'll head to the line with under 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That's good, sound, solid basketball right there. You go strong to the basket, you get fouled, and now you have a great free throw shooter shooting free throws.
Good bounce back, hitting the second free throw. He's 1 for 2. To Harris. Noah forces it up. Defense all over him.
2 points. The assist from number 5, Jose Barea. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Gets past the defender. Inside. And Dallas is called for the foul. Their second team foul. And it's back to the free throw line for 2 more free throws.
I really like when I see a team play smart offensive basketball. Get the ball to their great free throw shooter, get him in an aggressive attacking mode, create the contact, and get 2 free throws.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Nowitzki. Goes to the goal. He knocks it down. Beautiful feed for the assist.
2. The assist from number 14, Joakim.
Puts it up. Unable to flip it in.
Even great shooters are distracted by a great closeout and a hard contest.
To Noah. Gets it up for 2. And Joakim Noah with the bucket. He's got 6 points in this game.
The assist from number 34, Devin Harris.
Tries the lob. The pass is deflected, and they get the turnover.
1 minute.
To the basket. Can't hit.
Closing out defensively is the most important aspect of team defense. Great contest.
Adjusts. Unable to flip it in.
Trying isn't enough. You've got to close and get there and then finish it off by contesting the shot.
To Nowitzki. Right back. Nowitzki fires away. The Mavericks with the offensive rebound for a new 24. And a nice finish at the basket.
How do you create separation in this game? You do it by getting more shots than your opponent. Good offensive rebound, sticking it back in, second chance points.
Chance for a three-point play. Count the basket and the foul. A block called against Noah. And he'll head to the line with a chance to complete a three-point play. Able to convert the free throw. And the perfect dish. Passes out to the perimeter. Gets it right back. It'll count if it goes. And there's the buzzer. First quarter comes to an end. The Bulls down by 4. We'll be right back with more. Second quarter.
Go time.
And looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Chicago.
To Gibson. Off the spin. Nice. Good finish inside.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
To Parsons. He's got 9 points in this game. Sends it into the post. To Noah. What a dunk.
He's not going to get an easier 2 points than that right there. Under the rim, jumps up, dunks.
Wesley Matthews.
And he curls in. To the basket, flips it up, draws the foul. It's called against Parsons. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good offense is about getting your best players their best shots in their best spots. Here, an aggressive move. You're a great free throw shooter. Earn your way to the free throw line. Take the contact. Take the foul. Work your way there and knock them in.
There's the perfect pick. Pass into the post. Sets up the defender with the up and under. Noah's attempt won't go.
You defend, you always have a chance to come back and win a game.
To the rim. Draws the contact. Yep, it's a foul called against Matthews. Picks up his first personal.
And see strength like that very often. The way he got fouled, just to get the ball up into the rim, was a great achievement.
No back-to-back free throws here. He misses the second. To Noah. He's got 10 points thus far. Sends it into the post. Matthews is unable to hit. Freddie pump fake gets off the shot. It's good. And it's a 1-point lead for the Bulls.
Look at this balance. First the shot fake, but then it's the balance to rise up and knock it in.
Parsons against Gibson. Matthews the jumper. Won't go.
Hey, that's good offense. Got the ball in deep into the paint, and they just missed.
Gets inside. Spins inside for the shot. Gets it to go. He's shooting 69% from the field.
When you play that good a defense and you contest the 2-point J, you expect a good result there. The offense was just superior. The concentration and the follow-through, he stuck his shot.
Moving the ball, excellent teamwork. The two defenders converge. Parsons. And Chicago's called for the foul. That's their second team foul. And Chandler Parsons will go to the line with under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. First free throw, perfect. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 31-30. Excellent ball movement, great teamwork. Gets in the paint. Pretty spin, now to the basket. Oh, he's got the hot hand.
the concentration to be able to shoot through the contested hand, that's a big-time shot.
Nice ball movement. Parsons gets it and quickly shoots that three. No go from beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Ref says it'll be Matt. A minute and a half remaining in the second. The Bulls up by 3. To Parsons. He's averaging 7 rebounds per game this season. Matthews fires from downtown with one on the 24.
In the second quarter.
Nice move into the paint. He shoots, knocks down the shot, and it's a 5-point lead for Chicago.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it.
Nice spin, he puts it up, gets that one to drop. That's a 13-2 run for the Bulls. Matthews from downtown. Gets to the rim. And the first half comes to an end. Chicago's up by 7. With just a couple of moments. Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 37-30. Spinning inside. Nice touch at the basket.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Matthews is looking to operate from down low. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. And Chandler Parsons with a nice look from downtown. He's averaging 17 points per game this season.
I love when teams share the ball. You learn everything you needed to know in this world in kindergarten. And the number one thing that Mrs. French taught me was share. And I'll tell you what, they are sharing the basketball here today in this game.
Dishes it. Adjusts the shot. A whistle and a foul called against Gibson. And Dirk Nowitzki will go to the line for the first time tonight.
I really like when I see a team play smart offensive basketball. Get the ball to a great free throw shooter, get him in an aggressive attacking mode, create the contact, and get 2 free throws.
Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 39-35. Here's the lob. Gibson, it's good. A 2-pointer. Chicago's shooting 70% from the field.
Number 94.
Williams jump shot. Puts it in. And that's the 3rd three-pointer for the Mavs.
That's something they were not able to rely on in the first half. The three-pointer was just not there. They're doing a much better job of making them as this game wears on.
Tied up, has to make that pass. They double him. Forced to make the pass, and it's a 24-second violation. Dallas has done some great things in this game, Jeff.
I'm going to celebrate the game, Mike. I am going to celebrate the game. Their offense is just this good. Yeah, you can nitpick some defensive mistakes, but when you're looking for great offensive basketball, team basketball, this group is doing it, and they're doing it on every possession.
Number 8, Darren Williams.
The two defenders swarm. Tied up and has to pass. Terrific ball movement for two. Converts on the inside.
The assist from
Matthews bringing it up here. Williams against Rose. To Parsons. Sensational defense sending that one back. Matthews from deep in the corner. The Mavs with the offensive rebound for another possession. It's a loose ball, goes out of bounds. All right, here's a look at what's taking place in various matchups around the NBA right now. To Gibson at the rim. Nice job drawing the foul. It's called against Nowitzki. That'll be his first. Chicago's shooting 63% from the line. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after he misses the first. Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 44-40. To Parsons. He's got 14 points in this matchup. Misses. Gasol the rebound.
That's the mark of a great defensive team. Great closeout, great contest. That's the way to get it done.
Shut down, forced to make the pass. No other rebound. He's among the league leaders in rebounding this season.
I just love the way people are bouncing off of him as he goes up and snags the ball in traffic.
Number 14, Joakim Noah.
Double team closing in. Double team able to get the shot off. It's good. He's shooting 75% from the field.
Tremendous use of the ball fake to get his defender up and out of his stance and then knocked in the shot.
Dallas's performance in this matchup has been outstanding, Jeff.
It's the combination of passing and movement. You can always pass the ball, but to get the proper movement and maintain your spacing, that's what makes a team special on offense.
Careless ball handling. Terrific feed. For the layup, puts it in, a two-pointer. And it's a 4-point lead for Chicago.
Outstanding body control and then the ability to still finish and concentrate. I'm sometimes mesmerized by what these athletes can do.
Parsons jumper. Gasol the rebound. Gasol on the drive. There's the double team. Slams it home for two. And we'll have a 20-second timeout.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
You know,
know, Jeff, earlier you talked about Noah's passing ability. He broke the Bulls franchise record. Most assists in a game by a center, 14. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you really think about it, 14 assists by an NBA center, it's an incredible accomplishment.
You're right. It's a unique ability.
Come on, y'all. Let's go get it. It's on up. From the start, let's do it.
For the Bulls, number 94 and number 41.
To Nowitzki. He's averaging 16 points per game this season. Kicks it back outside. Noah's rejected. Great look. Oh, a ferocious dunk. An 8-0 run for the Bulls. And here's the replay with another look at that spectacular dunk. What a crowd pleaser. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Bulls up by 10. To Parsons. He's averaging 7 rebounds per game this season. Nice finish around the rim.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
Curls in. Spins inside. It's good. And they extend the lead to double figures. To Parsons. Chandler Parsons with 18 points and 1 assist. Pass intercepted by Williams. And the third quarter comes to an end. The Bulls up by 10. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night basketball here on ESPN after the break. As we begin the fourth quarter, this could be the best road. Go time. Chicago's making a few subs here. The two defenders converge. Unable to flip it in.
I like it. I'm seeing more effort in the last couple minutes than we saw in the first half. It may not result in a win here tonight, but the effort is something they can build on going forward.
In the paint, puts it in, plus the foul. And now it's one free throw to finish off a three-point play.
That's great body control right there. Finishes the shot and now goes to the free throw line.
And he misses the free throw.
Number 79.
Williams walks it across. Beats his man. Harris on the drive. Knocks it down. That's a two-pointer. He's shooting 75% from the field here tonight.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
They double him. Gorgeous spin move, and he gets it to go.
Now that's nice body control right there to adjust your body and still be able to finish the layup.
Williams against Rose. Oh, excellent screen. The two defenders swarm to Noah. He's got 3 assists in the matchup. Ball loose again. Here's a steal. To Harris. Devin Harris with 6 points and 1 rebound. Williams fires with 2 on the clock. That's good for 2. And Deron Williams with 5 points.
That's pure talent right there, to be able to make something out of nothing. Good defense, better offense.
Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 65-52. Moving the ball, excellent teamwork. To Harris. Harris from downtown with just 1 left on the shot clock. To Rose. Double team closing in. Shot won't go.
He's a great shooter, but he could have driven the ball into the paint and made a play for his teammates.
To the rim, and a nice finish at the basket.
What a job they have done, keeping the ball moving to the open man and creating scoring opportunities for each other.
Backing his way down in the post. There's the double team. Tries for the out. Great defense for the steal.
What was he thinking on that play? Who was he trying to pass to?
Strong to the goal. Oh, can't get it to drop.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Oh, what a costly turnover.
That's the last thing they needed right there, Mike. A critical mistake.
Swats that one away.
That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement.
Gets inside. Knocks it down. A 2-pointer. And it's a 13-point lead for Chicago.
When you play that good a defense and you contest the 2-point J, you expect a good result there. The offense was just superior. The concentration and the follow-through, he stuck his shot.
Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. Rebounded by Gasol. He's got 6 rebounds in this matchup. Looks to put it back up again. Good finish inside.
You don't want to make a living taking contested 2-point jump shots, but here it worked out because of superior concentration.
Here's the pick. Harris has the double team converge. Chicago's is leading Dallas by a score of 69-54. To the rim, able to knock it down. 17-point lead for Chicago.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
To Noah. He's averaging 5 assists per game this season. Looking for low post position inside. And Joakim Noah is caught by the ref. Offensive foul. And Rick Carlisle makes a change here, swapping out his point guards.
1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
The 2 defenders converge. Shoots it for 2. Knocks it down. The Bulls up by 19.
Typically, that's not the shot you want, the contested 2. It worked out this time.
Nice ball movement. Pivots toward the rim with the drop step. Kicks it out to the perimeter. Harris is trying to get down low. Oh, an authoritative dunk.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
There's a 1-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. To Harris. Noah jump shot. Oh, difficult shot.
What more could the defense have done, Mike? They had him double teamed, and he still managed to get off the shot.
to Gasol. Nice little fake, and he shoots. It'll count if it goes. And that's it. Time runs out. The final score is 73-58. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls. The Mavericks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they...
Game trap. Blocks.
The Dallas Mavericks gave up a lot of blocks in this matchup. However, they did win in the forced shots category, which is how I think a lot of those swats were even made possible.
Player of the game.
Clark really showed off his talents in today's matchup. He couldn't be contained offensively, and he put on quite a show on his way to being the game leader in points. He was impressive offensively throughout the game, but he did most of his scoring in the first half. That set a tone which dominated the story in this matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Welcome to the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. It's an NBA Friday night brought to you by ESPN on EA Sports as we get set for a matchup between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls. As we get things started, who on the Grizzlies, Jeff, do you think they need to keep an eye out for here tonight?
Mike Conley, without question, is the most important player the Memphis Grizzlies have. Most of the notoriety goes to Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol, and rightfully so. Terrific players. But Conley is the engine that drives the Grizzlies. Offensively, when he's aggressive, turning the corner, pushing the ball, and making the three, then they can overcome some inherent weaknesses in their roster.
The Bulls
Coming off a satisfying win in the previous game against Dallas. Boy, their defense shut down a potent offensive squad.
You know that old adage, you press a pressing team? Well, sometimes you've got to try to outscore a scoring team. You've got to go right back at them and let them know you're not backing down when it comes to the scoring part of the game. Tremendous offensive output that was jump-started by terrific ball movement.
Jeff Conley's never on the list of the top point guards in the league. He really is a terrific two-way player.
He is, Mike. To be known at the best position in basketball as a starting point guard on a playoff team, you've got to be a special player. Mike Conley is. I always refer back to his level of incremental improvement from his first season until now. It's been slow and steady, but this guy changes games at both ends of the floor.
And he hits the first free throw.
Jimmy Butler back with the Bulls. That was the #1 priority in the offseason. He has turned into as good a two-way player as there is on the perimeter.
What a year Jimmy Butler had, bouncing back from a subpar year the year before. The NBA's most improved player, and like you said, Mike, he did it at both ends of the floor. A terrific two-way player.
Goes to the goal. Nails it. That's a two-pointer.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Conley bringing it up. He's left open and fires away. It's good. A two-pointer.
That's beautiful basketball right there. Getting a two-point shot. Look at that balance, rhythm, and follow.
Gibson's looking for position in the paint. He curls, puts it up, and Derrick Rose with a nice shot for two.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
You know, Randolph has always been a good player with the Portland Trailblazers, with the Knicks, with the Clippers, but he really became a star 2 times to the All-Star team with the Grizzlies.
He found a home there. He found a fan base that appreciated his style. That grit and grind style that has typified Zach Randolph's individual game has fit perfectly into the Memphis Grizzlies culture.
Randolph's looking to post up. That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. 3.5 gone by in the first. The Bulls up by 1. Moves around the defender to the basket, flips it in.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Conley in possession. Screen set nicely. To the basket, flips it up. Off the mark from point-blank range.
Driving the ball. To the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
And now he moves around the defender to the rim. Flips it up. Shot won't go.
Another good quality attempt at the basket. Unfortunately, they missed it.
Conley for another attempt. And the rebound taken by Gasol. He grabbed 6 rebounds in their previous game against the Dallas Mavericks.
Jeff, we have a league full of terrific point guards. Sometimes Mike Conley doesn't get the credit he deserves.
He would be an all-star point guard in the Eastern Conference, Mike. You could make the case Conley is the Grizzlies' MVP because he sets a tone offensively with unselfishness and defense with intensity.
Down into the lane. Lets it go. The Bulls with control on the rebound.
And they've been coming up with the ball consistently when it's coming off the backboard. They've done a great job on the boards early in this game.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Jeff, we saw glimpses of Derrick Rose last year when he was healthy. He is still one of the special players in the NBA.
There's no question. The combination of strength and speed. He has got unique talent that doesn't come along very often. And when he's able to knock this rust off that's accumulated over the last few years due to injury, and he can get back to that consistent, efficient play that we've grown accustomed to, he's certainly an elite point guard.
Gets to the rim. Nicely executed.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
At the rim. Oh, rejected. Whistle sounds. Out of bounds, so it'll be Grizzlies ball. And we have a substitution being made. Fires away for 2. Unable to flip it in. For the layup. And he draws the foul. And he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The Bulls, a perfect example is you're going to have your ups and downs night in and night out offensively. But if you play defense with that type of commitment, with that type of passion, you're in every game.
Absolutely. The misnomer is that defense wins championships. But when you're going through and absorbing the injuries the Bulls have had the last couple of years, you have to try to stay in games by playing tough as nails defense. And that's exactly the formula the Bulls use to play with great, great success.
The assist from number 13.
Quick move to get inside. They double him. Double team. Still puts it up. Carter into the front court. In the paint. Can't knock it down.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Oh, and he throws it down.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
To the rim. The Grizzlies with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Gets that one to drop. Adjusting on the shot. And we have a foul called against Allen. And he'll head to the line.
Team foul number 4. Memphis Grizzlies.
First free throw, good. So he hits the first and misses the second. And that'll do it for the first quarter. The Bulls up by 6. Stay tuned for more Friday Night NBA. Nice first quarter, nice tight game. This got a chance to be a good one, Jeff.
Let's bring the fire.
And looked like some substitutions going to be made now for the team.
Subbing in for the Chicago Bulls.
Looking to curl in, and Chicago's caught by the official on the offensive foul. And looks like the coach is making a change here. Zach Randolph comes in for Tony Allen.
Number 50, Zach Randolph.
Marc Gasol, Jeff, is one of a number of centers who really passed the ball very well. He's just like his brother.
Yeah, whatever they were taught back in Spain on passing ability should be passed along to all of our American-born players, because these two guys have great vision and pass the ball as well out of the low post as they do out of the high post. And Marc Gasol takes a backseat to no one when it comes to the great passing big men that we have in our game.
Conley on the drive and lays it home.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
To the rim. That's good. The Bulls up by 6.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Inside. Flips it up. Won't go.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
The reverse layup for 2. Whistle blows. That's backcourt. Joe Johnson's return to the floor here.
Number 7, Joe Johnson.
Throws the alley-oop. Sloppy play. Gasol. Right there, and it won't go.
Hey, that's a good look right there. Just couldn't get it in.
Oh, quick move, gets inside. Goes to the goal, knocks it down for 2. And it's a 10-point lead for Chicago.
Dribble penetration will always break down your defense. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint. You can't allow it right at the basket for easy shots.
Slams it down.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Puts it up, able to connect, and it's now a double-figure lead.
If that's the best he can do as a defender, then he has to come out and sit next to me as the coach. You've got to keep the ball handler out on the perimeter and make him take jump shots.
Three-pointer won't go. To the basket, gets it to go. And it's a 12-point lead for Chicago.
See, that's their problem there defensively. They're allowing the ball to get deep in the paint and right at the basket. You cannot defend like that and win basketball games.
Puts it up for 2. Nails it. And Marc Gasol with 6 points.
Last couple of years, Jeff, Gasol has made himself into one of the premier centers in the NBA.
Think about it. 2013 Defensive Player of the Year. We know about his passing ability from the high post. He can make that 17-footer. And then if you put a smaller guy on him and you try to put the bigger guy on Zach Randolph, he'll absolutely punish the smaller defender in the low post with his overwhelming strength.
The assist from number 21.
Into the paint. Tries it again. Puts it in. That's a 2-pointer. 12-point lead for the Bulls. And we have a timeout called here in the late stages of the first half.
The coach could see the run was impacting the game. A solid timeout to break the momentum.
For the Memphis Grizzlies, number 2, Russ Smith.
Boy, there were a lot of people that were trying to sign Marc Gasol this past offseason. But obviously, Jeff, nobody had a shot. He was going back to Memphis.
Absolutely. Big Spain made it clear to every other team and to the Memphis Grizzlies that he would be back with them It's home for him. He came there when his older brother Pau played there. He went to high school there. I think he's going to play his whole career in the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Randolph's trying for position in the paint. Fires for three from the corner. No good from downtown. Unable to flip it in.
Hey, you're not a one-man team. You've got to spread the ball around so that you can get better shots than that. A coach cannot stand for those type of shots.
Conley draws the double team. Gasol fires away for two. And that'll do it for the first half. Chicago's up by 16. All right, let's give it over to Jalen Rose right now. Welcome back to the FedEx Forum for the second half. This is Mike Breen, and along with me is Jeff Van Gundy.
Chicago's got to be very happy. Nice, comfortable lead as we get set to start the third quarter, but they better not take it for granted.
You can never be content with where you are in an NBA game. Too long a game, too many possessions. That's why you've got to be good defensively every possession.
Second violation.
Pau Gasol was a champion in Los Angeles, Jeff. He wants to be a champion in Chicago. He's been a nice fit for the Bulls.
So many people thought his career was on the downside when Chicago signed him a season ago. But he proved last year to be, along with Jimmy Butler, the two most important players on their roster. Pau Gasol really was good for the Bulls last year, and I expect him to be an excellent addition.
Making a play on the ball. Goes out of bounds, so it'll be Grizzlies ball. Conley against Rose. Conley fires the wide open two, and that's his 5th rebound of the game. A ferocious slam. And looks like we've got a 20-second timeout.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
Behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Wide open for three. Can't hit from long distance.
Memphis is not having the kind of offensive consistency you need to win in this league. They just can't seem to get into a rhythm.
Conley the jumper. Misses that one.
Memphis is just not set the right tone defensively. They're getting absolutely obliterated on that end of the floor.
Lets it go. Hits the shot. Chicago's shooting 76% from the field in tonight's game. Wide open for three. Johnson's long-range jumper won't go.
That's good offense. Wide open jump shots are what you're trying to create. They created one. Unfortunately, they're missing here tonight, and they missed another wide open look.
Remember last season, Jeff? First time NBA history, Pau and Marc Gasol, the first brothers to start in the All-Star game. There are a lot of differences in those two brothers,
but they have some similar characteristics as well.
Agreed. Both are terrific passers. Both can finish with either hand. And they both, with different body types, rebound the basketball. And oh, by the way, we'll probably see both in the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Curling in, the two defenders swarm. Here's the screen. To the basket, flips it up, and a foul is called. Chicago's shooting 75% from the line tonight.
Jeff, the Bulls, you know, are going to be right there fighting night in and night out. If Derrick Rose stays healthy, they certainly have a chance to compete for a championship, don't they?
Absolutely. The Eastern Conference is wide open. It really is. And Derrick Rose, we can forget, Mike, how good he was pre-knee injuries. The Bulls, with their talent level, they have a chance.
To the rim, able to put it in. The Bulls up by 27. Conley, and here's the double. There's the pick. Gasol looking to dupe the defense, draws the double team, can't get it to fall. That's a 2. He's 4 for 14 from the field. Double team closing in. Oh, he got hit, and they call it. Draws the foul called against Gasol. That'll be his second personal, and he'll head to the line with under 3 to go in the third quarter. Knocks down the first one.
Substitutions, Memphis. Substitution.
And gets both points from the line. Gets to the rim, hits for 2. And Tony Allen with his first field goal.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
At the rim, puts it in. And it's a 27-point lead for the Bulls.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Nobody near him. Takes the 3. Won't go from outside the arc. Vince Carter's 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
It's just been one of those nights. Good open shots that have gone missed. It's a make or miss league. Unfortunately, tonight, they've missed.
I got him. Here we go.
He loses control of it. Reaches in for the steal. Stolen by Rose. For the layup. Unable to flip it home.
I like it. I'm seeing more effort in the last couple minutes than we saw in the first half. It may not result in a win here tonight, but the effort is something they can build on going forward.
There's the double team. An effective drop step. Oh, he shoots it. It's good. The Bulls up by 31.
The assist from number 8.
In the paint. Misses the layup.
Hey, that's a team playing the score, not the game. That's too easy of an attempt, even though you have a big lead.
And Marc Gasol will get to shoot free throws for the first time in the game.
That's the first foul.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Into the game for Chicago, number 84.
And Marc Gasol with 8 points.
Number 13.
Out of bounds. Whistle sounds. It'll be Bulls ball. And the Memphis Grizzlies making a change here, swapping out their centers. And he curls in. The two defenders converge. And Memphis is called for their third team foul. Chicago's 9 for 12 from the line tonight. First free throw, perfect. Good free throw shooting, knocks down a pair. Blows past the defender for two. The Grizzlies with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. Curls in. Two defenders, yet he gets the shot off. Nice touch at the basket. Quarter coming to an end. He fires it up. And that will end the third quarter. Chicago's up by 33. We'll have more Friday night NBA. As we begin the fourth quarter, the crowd has been restless all night.
All right, let's do it.
And we have a substitution here.
Substitutions, Memphis.
Conley against Rose. Gets the wide open look for three. Knocks down the jumper. Memphis is 3 for 13 from the perimeter.
Great confidence to shoot that long three from straight on and knocked it right in.
They double him. Heads up D, picks off the pass. Adjusting in the air, can't lay it home.
NBA defense is predicated by protecting the basket. Great defense in the paint tonight to discourage all drives and finishes.
Pass is broken up, stolen by Johnson. To the rim. Gets it to go. And Michael Conley with 6 points.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Gets inside. Smothering defense, and he gets the shot up. It's good. A two-pointer. Chicago's shooting 76% from the field tonight. Lots of room there. Misfires from beyond the arc. Joe Johnson's 0 for 2 from three-point territory.
Hey, look, they're getting blown out here in the second half. They haven't played well. But if they keep creating these wide-open shots, it will pay dividends going down the stretch of this game and in the games coming up.
They're all over him. Still puts it up. Oh, tough shot. Off the double team, getting the two-pointer.
Okay, now that's just lucky. No one makes a game plan based on forcing shots through double teams. That was just pure luck, and he got his wish granted.
The two defenders swarm. He's in rhythm now.
Raise your hand if you've seen this story over and over again tonight. Dribble penetration, allowing the ball right at the basket.
Hits the three. A huge shot from downtown. He's 2 for 7 from the outside.
Nice follow through on that shot. Gets the three to drop.
Double team, able to get the shot off. It's good. And it's a 35-point lead for the Bulls.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Conley coming across. Johnson's looking to do damage in the paint. Plenty of time. That's a three-pointer. Misses from downtown. Joe Johnson's 0 for 3 from long range. To the rim. Knocks down the shot.
See, that's their problem there defensively. They're allowing the ball to get deep in the paint and right at the basket. You cannot defend like that and win basketball games.
Johnson fires up another three. And Joe Johnson with the bucket from downtown. He's averaging 14 points per game this season.
Tremendous balance, follow through, arc, rotation. Wow.
Rose. Sweet adjustment, but can't get it to drop.
Listen, they're down big in the second half. Anybody can give in right now. I like to see players who are willing to play the full 48 minutes and contest shots just like that.
Gets past the defense. Nice. The Grizzlies with the offensive rebound for a new 24. That won't go.
Hey, they've had some good looks, but not enough of them. Solid defense, and then the ones they have had, they haven't been able to convert.
Whistle blows. 3-second violation.
3 seconds. That's an uncalled for turnover.
Conley against Rose. Johnson on the drive. Puts it in. A two-pointer.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
He curls. Trying to work it down low. Throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Conley for two. Puts it up. The clock runs out, and this game is over. The final score is 85-53.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls were simply amazing in this contest. And let's not miss this statistic. The majority of their points were scored in the paint. This is a team that put in the kind of blue-collar work that gets rewarded with the victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Grizzlies really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it.
Game track. Blocks.
The Chicago Bulls couldn't have been more impactful with their shot blocking. I was fascinated by the way they used their aggressive defense to get a well-deserved win.
Player of the game.
Clark certainly did his part in the victory, and that's why he's our selection. When you're the game leader in points, it's hard not to stand out, and he did exactly that in today's matchup. He really took off in the second half, making sure to provide his team with the offensive firepower necessary to get the win. It was really a great half. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.